Okay, hello guys and welcome back to a new tutorial. Today I want to show you how to set up your own Minecraft server locally, very easy. So the first thing you're gonna do is you find a server software. You can choose from wherever you want. You can run a Forge server. For this you would actually go on Minecraft Forge files here. You can use a Spigot server, which is my favorite, because it allows you to add plugins and it's a server-sided plugin. So you don't have to install it on your client and you can do stuff like Hypixel, for example, Skyblock. So I'm going to download Spigot today. You can, of course, also download the vanilla server. So the first thing you need is Spigot, and the second thing you need is actually Java. So if you don't have it already, search for Adoptium and you'll find this wonderful website where you can actually then download for whatever you have. It is not for Linux only, but I would strongly recommend to set up the server on a Linux machine because it will be way easier throughout the process. And I will actually do it for Linux today because it is easier just in general. And you can also here, as you can see, select it for Windows and Linux and everything. I'm going to use Linux and I'm going to show you how to do it properly. So you select this one and you want to have the Java runtime. And because we are using a new, really old Spigot server, so this depends on whichever Spigot server you're setting up. If you use an older one, like Tudel 1.15 or something like that, Java 8 will be fine. 1.16 will be, and up is Java 16 as far as I'm concerned. Like 1.17 and up is Java 17, and the newer versions are all Java 21. So because we are using an older server, I'll go with Java 8. And we're gonna go. So this is your usual setup, but there will be another option to do this because we only get our tar archive, but it's way easier if you have Debian like me. So you go on so you want to go and type this this URL right here, because this will be way easier to get. This is basically the repository of the Debian, and you don't have to worry about what this is actually, but what you do have to worry, you need A and you need T. So for A, as you can see, it's gonna be the certificates that you have to install because otherwise the server won't function, and you will download this right here, the latest one. I already have done that, so I'm not going to click this. And also you want to have Termin 8, aka Java 8, which you can just download the Debian according to your structure. Most of the time it will be AMD64. In our case, if we run it on a Raspberry Pi, it's ARM64, but in most cases it is AMD64. So either that one or that one. I already have that, so this is fine for me. I thought I already had that. Okay. Then we need also Spigot. Okay, I'm verifying that I'm a human. No, this is the wrong side. We have to actually get it from getbucket. Cool. Like so, okay, and I'm gonna use an older version, which I already have explained. So I'm gonna choose 1.8.8, which is as much as the 1.9. And you want to click on this, not on create a server, because we will creating the server locally. We won't do any of their pricing that is upspacedly high. Like watch this, for example. How much when you get me $8 for a decent? We have more. We have more to offer for less money. So after we have installed everything, we're gonna hop on the terminal, and this will be easy, trust me. It is not that difficult. So we have installed it, so we're gonna go into downloads. Thanks a lot. Where you have the packages. So we're gonna do sudo dpkg-i ca certificates java. You see this one? This one that you have downloaded, and we gotta install also Termine 8 GRE, the latest one. As the later it is, the better. Okay, and you're gonna click enter. Then you have to type in your admin password for this machine, and I just installed the wrong version, by the way. So yes, it will error out if you don't use your correct PC architecture. It has to be AMD 64 for me, and now it does not error out, which is cool. Okay, so everything what is saying here is just it's updating some stuff. You don't have to worry about that one. The next thing that we're gonna do is actually in files. We have downloaded the Spigot server, so we're gonna make a new folder that we will be in downloads, and we're gonna make this server folder. Okay, then we're gonna put your Spigot in there, and we're gonna open this specific path in terminal, or also if you have the terminal already open, just cd server. Okay, this is fine though. So now for the next step is we're gonna have to know where Java is located, and this is pretty easy. Usr lib JVM, and then you have your Java instances. Is this in an old server? We will gonna use Termine 8 bin Java. So this is your entire path to Java. You can also update it and make it shorter, etc, etc, but this is fine for you. If you put it in a script, I will show you how to do that too. You don't have to worry about any of this anymore. You just run the script and the server is up. Okay, so now we have to specify that this is a jar, and this jar that we want to execute is Spigot. We don't have any other arguments yet, because I will explain this in a second why. Because the server will crash anyway, because we haven't set the eula.txt. This one we just have to set to true, and we should be good to go. Alright. So now the server should run, which is fine. Okay, perfect. Our server is preparing the spawn area for our thing, and while this is happening, I will already launch Minecraft. And why my Minecraft launcher is so messed up, well, don't ask about that one. But yeah, I'm gonna launch Minecraft real quick, and okay, so the server is up. We can see we can run help, etc, etc. I'm gonna launch my server real quick, Minecraft instance, and I can't actually join the server because to do what we can do on Hypixel, and I do want to join with the 1.21, we have to install something that is called a plugin. And we can also already install the plugins right now. What we're gonna do is we will install via version, which is some of the most basic stuff that you will have to have on your server to exist. In another episode, we will actually install a proxy and Spigot, but not for now, and waterfall and velocity, but not for now. So we have our wonderful server structure, and there's a lot of stuff we can do from here. So I'm gonna stop the server first of all, because this server is lame. Okay, so now we're gonna make run.sh. Okay, this is a file that we can always execute to run the server, so we don't have to do any of this user lib jvm Termine. Well, I have no idea about the command. Now we're gonna put this in run.sh. Okay, so now we have run.sh. Perfect. Now for the next arguments, I'm gonna add this one and this one. Actually, these are really important if you want to run multiple servers on one instance or one device, or generally just limit how much RAM you want to have, because these are actually for the RAM. Actually, this is the minimum, so let's say 2 GB, because our server should minimally have 2 GB allocated, and maximally 3 gigabytes, because this is a small server and we're not going to run 100 people on this one. But if you have more, you may also get more gigabytes assigned to the server. And now we're going to add jar and spigot. I will also rename the spigot real quick because it is quite a pain. So it's just spigot.jar, because we know which version this is, right? We should know which version this is. Okay, so now if we chmod plus x to make this run.sh executable, we can run the server like this. Pretty cool, huh? And the server is up already. Okay, but I just promised you we're not ready. We will install plugins on this thing. Okay, for plugins there are multiple ways. Either the official Spigot MC site, where you have plugins, like for example, let me show you VIA version, which is to allow me to join the server with the 1.20. So I'm gonna just real quick launch my 1.20 instance. And I will also launch the server to show you that I'm not joking, that we need VIA version. And I'm going to install VIA version while both of them are running and booting. Okay, so we need definitely, as you can see, VIA version allows us to join with newer and older versions. Cool.
Press enter to enable the narrator.
Well, as you can see, I'm playing Minecraft a lot, especially the newer versions. So we're gonna just use localhost, and I will show you how to host this one actually online, etc, etc. There are multiple ways which are really cool, but for now I'm gonna use localhost, and as you can see, if I join, the server will say outdated server, and we don't want to do this. We don't want a specific version for the server to be available, so we're gonna download VIA version real quick, and we're gonna put it in server in plugins. Okay, so now we have VIA version installed, and we should stop the server and rerun it. Okay, so now it will actually say, as you can see, it should say VIA version at some point. And the most important thing is, we can join the server. Okay, guess what I just figured out through reading? We won't use the 1.8.8 server anymore, because as you can see, it has some bucket and spigot crisis, and some things may not work properly. There should be a special plugin, as it mentioned here, for fixing some stuff. Yeah, I'm just not gonna do that. And we may use a newer version, and you should too. But actually there's one cool thing that you have to know, because you don't have to use plugins, and you can instead use also like server overlapping plugins, and also hop from server to server. How to do that, I will show you in another video. Until then, well, we have a working server and it's perfectly working. I just wanted to show you one or two more things that are pretty cool. You can actually customize your icon if you have any. I don't have any, but in theory you would have a PNG. I'm gonna just do it like that. You shouldn't do this, by the way. So like this, and you would have a server icon PNG then as your, and if you have this, and it should be 64 by 64, you should be able to have a custom server icon. I already have this on one of my servers, but I currently don't have it on hand, so maybe I do. Yes, I do have it. Okay, so the minigame server has a server.icon, server-icon.png, as you can see here, server-icon.png, and if we open this, it is a 60 by 60, 64 by 64, and has a, well, server icon. This is actually one of my prod servers. This is why this is on another machine, so yeah, this technically works really easily. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.